Don't worry about it.
So you guys, I guess it's old news, but did I say this last time that Saks bought Neiman's now? And so now it's like this crazy monopoly. So Saks owns Neiman's, but I guess this is old news. It happened in December, and I told a few of my friends. They were like, yeah, not to be rude, but that's old news. It's like, oh, okay. But so it's like Saks, Neiman's, Bergdorf. They're all...
Oh, they all are together?
Yeah, because Neiman's Bergdorf and Neiman's were always owned by the same.
I think I didn't even know that.
And then Saks bought Neiman's and Bergdorf's, but then Saks Online is now run by a third party. It's crazy. It seems crazy though.
I don't shop at Saks.
Where is there?
I do
Saks?
in Beverly Hills. They took over the Barney space, but I do most everything online. But it's like there's Nordstrom's now. There's like Saks, this big animal, and then what else? I don't know. Bloomingdale's.
I like Bloomingdale's.
You do.
It's an everyday man store.
It totally is.
It does. It's not like the Pretty Woman.
It really does.
It's got like Gucci and a Nook. You're like, thank you.
I just don't like when I go into Saks. I don't mind interface with a employee, and in fact, sometimes it can be fun, and it's actually nice to see things in person. It can save you a lot of shipping and receiving. But at Saks, they're like hungry piranha sharks. And everyone's like, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you?
To you, they are because you're attractive. If you look like a gremlin, they don't come near us.
No, they do. You guys,
they're like security.
You guys, they do. They would to on anybody. And then the worst
loading
is
docks out back.
the worst is when I'm the Libra that I am, I change my mind. I have to go back into the store, and then they try to find me that same employee to do the return, and I'm like, hello, I don't like these anymore.
Me again.
It's horrible.
The loading docks out back.
Okay, so my husband watched the episode with you.
Okay.
And he was loving it. He's like, this is so good, but he's like, it's so weird you guys don't say who he is or what he's doing there. So I want to do a formal introduction. I want you can you just like introduce yourself?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. The world wants to know.
Great. My name is Ryan Milling.
What?
Yep. I have legally changed my name.
Oh, wow.
Formerly Ryan Aguirre, now Ryan Milling. I just got married in October.
Mazel tov.
Kottie and I go way back. Started as we were both assistants
together, yeah. How long ago? Maybe 10 years ago?
More than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
2012.
Long time. Okay, so we don't need to throw dates out there.
You guys were like 5.
Benjamin Button,
yeah,
okay?
Exactly. We sat next to each other.
You jerk. You're like, yeah, 98.
How cute.
We sat next to each other.
Just chiseled invoices on stone before computers were invented.
Faxing memos.
Yeah. We used to like cut and paste clips.
We did.
And like glue it on paper because that's the only way you could do it.
No. For real?
Swear to God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would get jammed in the printer every single day. Every single day.
Yeah, after doing it for like 3 or 4 years, I cried one day. I was like, I just can't do this. You can't do this.
But yeah. And
my hand hurts.
My legs. Help.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm happy to be here.
So good. So that's a little bit of backstory. So Kottie's always talked about you long before we met, and I feel like I don't know why it took you so long.
Everyone has said that we've had
him.
Similar senses of humor.
Yeah, she's like this guy's. He's so funny. He's so funny. You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. And then finally, I don't know. It took us like I guess it's probably better that you're joining on now that we ever see legs.
Yeah,
because we've gotten better.
Yeah,
I think. But you didn't disappoint. You're not disappointing,
amazing.
and we're
Good
very excited.
I mean, you're
energizing. So. Actually, after last episode that you were on, I was like so energized. I'm like, that was so fun.
Amazing.
And then when I listened to the episode back, I was crying for the first 30 minutes. Really, truly. So, anyways, welcome back.
Great. Thank you so much. Well, I brought a new group of audience to your podcast as well because I got a lot of people listening from my world, and they all loved it too.
Oh, good.
I got like 30 new followers from you.
Yeah.
You did? I don't think I did.
The gays unite.
The gays don't like me.
Like,
I remember. But so I have to apologize. Last time also, it was the weirdest hair for me ever in the history of the podcast. I did my hair last time. was just like I
Well,
was.
it
Kept,
was storming on the day.
Okay.
that
But
we recorded.
thank you. But it was
flooding.
like this. It was like Amadeus, and then I had it up, and then I put it down. I don't know. I mean, I rocked it. I'm owning it, but I looked a little crazy. So my apologies.
I don't think
I got a blowout for you yesterday.
Okay, okay, thank you.
She gets blowouts.
Finally, oh my God, it won't be so distracting this time.
Okay, not to do a fast pivot, but
Yeah, pivot
let's address the elephant in the room.
your face.
Oh,
What?
It's great.
it's great.
Yeah.
She's
is.
ditched
I
the
went
docs.
What
did-
rogue? I'm done with the doctors.
You're always rogue.
I'm
Wait,
always
so
rogue.
what? You did just nothing, and
No,
it looks.
brought.
It does look
It
great.
looks
It looks
amazing.
really, really great.
Thank you.
I always think it looks good.
That's because you're in love with me.
Well, that's true.
I could
That
have
much is true.
Just lesions on my face, and you'd be like, "It's temporary. You're beautiful."
Yeah, see,
Okay.
I didn't want to say anything because you're like, oh, your face looks great. And you're like,
So-
oh, good, because
My face started like burning, and I was like, "WTF?" And then randomly, okay, this is how it
It's
started.
the
I
newest
reached
miracle
out.
product.
I reached out to my nutritionist because that's what I do whenever I feel low, or I'm like, I hate myself. Talk to me.
and they're like,
And-
oh no,
And he's like, you need an advocate. No one's advocating for you. I was like, yes. So I reached out to him to get a dermatologist referral. Anyway, he's like, we need to reconnect. I was like, fine, I'll make an appointment. So anyway, I reached out to his referral, and then fast forward an hour later, had my like a Zoom with him. I haven't seen him in months. And he saw me on the Zoom, and he's like, your skin's congested. So I was like,
congested.
yeah. So he's like, are you going to the bathroom every day? I was like, no, not at all. And so he's like, we need to get back on track. So I went back on his plan. He's like, I need you taking the chlorophyll twice a day, morning, night, period, end. Literally 2 or 3 days in.
Amazing.
Chlorophyll? I love chlorophyll.
Wait, so by congested, you mean like
He's just like, something's like not flushing.
got it?
What's the plan? Do they deliver the food to you?
No, you make it.
See, that's where you lose me.
It's so easy. It's so easy. It's the easiest way to eat. It's easier than making your own decisions.
Because it's already done.
Yeah.
And then you
yeah.
do it in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like morning, it's oatmeal.
Uh-huh.
Then it's a snack of a fruit. And then lunch, it's a starch,
So it's not
a
even
protein, a veggie.
It's not even
It's
the
not
low
like bad
carb.
stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It's just a balance.
Is it just a maintenance? It's not like a losing. You're not losing weight.
No, you'll lose weight.
Oh.
I mean,
'Cause you're in a
oatmeal
deficit.
fruit yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you're eating very clean.
Whoa, what's up?
Don't worry. So there was a few things I tapped into. So anyway, I also got this clear stem because I went into a rabbit hole one night and I got clear
One
stem.
night, every night.
I know. So I started taking this, but my skin was already like on the up and up.
Uh huh.
Here's my chlorophyll. Is it chlorophyll? I keep saying chloroform. Chlorophyll.
It's not chloroform.
I'm taking 800 milligrams a day.
Is it like that
She's
big
like-
of that big of a pill?
It's actually a washcloth. You pull it out of the bottle. You're like, nighty night. Acne be gone.
No. Chloroform. That's the one on the washcloth.
Yes.
I'm crying. By the way, everyone should
amazing.
have that in their medicine chest.
You really should.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you
wait,
shouldn't.
so
you
you're
shouldn't
not
be
doing
taking
the drops.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't think you should be taking. No, I'm
Thank you for
not taking
clarifying.
drops. In case there was confusion,
Yeah.
I'm not a medical professional. But I stopped with the probiotic, and now I'm just doing this. And when I tell you all systems a go, all systems a go. Okay, I'm back.
Tell us one more time.
So you are going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
once
I
a
mean,
week
We're
now.
time about
All systems a go.
Amazing.
Okay, wait. So why don't you like the drops? The chlorophyll
Because
drops?
I would need to do 1,000 of them to
Why?
get to that potency.
What? No.
100%.
It's interesting because it doesn't like. What do you mean potency? Oh, it doesn't really tell you the milligrams on the
It
drops.
does. It's
on the drops.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Remind me, chlorophyll is like
It's
The
a
green in
plant.
plants.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
Have you? It's usually. I've actually never seen it in a pill form. It's usually in a dropper. You put it in your water.
why do you do it? I mean, I know why I'm doing
Well,
it.
look at this. Look at this work of art.
Do you do it every day?
I find that when I go to my workout, which I would say is 3 or 4 days a week, I make a big water, and that's when I put the Armra, chlorophyll, Sakara Beauty Drops. It's like a whole concoction of stuff. But then when I'm not going to work out, I don't actually usually make myself that jug of water, which I should. But I would say 3 to 4 days a week I do it.
And that's just over the counter?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She went to Mexico to get it.
Brian, all systems a go.
Don't worry about all systems.
We're back. We are back.
I don't like probiotics. Are you still taking the probiotic?
Nope, I stopped. And let me tell you something. Was not doing anything, turns out.
Oh, I find that it kind of like messes with my stomach. Have you ever taken a probiotic?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
I do a lot of fiber.
If you don't know, then the
Fiber.
answer is no.
I do a lot of fiber.
Fiber, like what? Like
Artificial fiber?
Like
mucimil?
it's just a capsule. It's like a fiber capsule.
It just has fiber on it.
Yeah, it literally just like fiber. It's like just a white bottle that just says
Chia
fiber.
seeds are all the rage.
I love chia seeds.
Yeah.
When I had a nutritionist way back when, she's like, anytime you make a shot, a shake, throw chia seeds.
Anytime you take a shot of
I know.
tequila.
Well, here's the
Actually,
thing.
by the way, not a bad
I
idea.
messed up with the chia seeds because I didn't know they inflated.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh.
So I
You put too many in?
loaded chia seeds
Oh, and then you
like
just
it was chia pudding. And then I chugged like 16 ounces of water with like 9
Oh.
scoops. And it was like
Willy Wonka.
when you
turned into a
literally
blueberry.
like honestly it was like when you overfeed a hamster where I was like, oh my
like-
God, I was like, I'm gonna burst.
But that's what.
All systems were not a go after
Not a go.
that.
Wait,
Like
they actually
blocked
should
up.
be though.
what?
I mean, the chia seeds really help you go to the bathroom.
It was painful. Well, not that but
Wait, so
it was painful.
you
'cause I
did it in
drank.
water?
I did it in water, but I didn't let them sit and expand.
You don't need to.
I think I did too many.
They
You did too
expanded-
many.
They probably expanded.
Yeah,
it there,
you don't need to wait for that. If you just throw them in water, I mean, you can wait for them to expand. It doesn't take very long, but you can throw them in water and drink them. You just don't want to do too many because they do. It'll like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I do like when they get all gummy and you're like,
It's like boba.
yeah, like a lot of it.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Because,
And I have to say,
and this is what, 3 days?
3 days.
But wait, next week she'll be singing a different tune.
I know.
Watch,
Back
watch.
on the Accutane.
I will be throwing this like out the window. She'll be throwing this and then
You
she'll
know
be
what?
back.
That's a good test. Let's see if next week I'm just like,
Well,
this is the best moisturizer I've ever used in my entire life.
Let me see. I'm here for it though. I find it entertaining,
I'm a
her journey.
romantic with diet and skincare.
I'm
Put that on your hand and tell me you don't love
Where's
it.
it from?
It's from a skincare place. Don't worry about it.
Is there beeswax in it?
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't have beeswax.
Just put it on your tongue. See if you get allergic.
Little dab.
Apparently, I can't. As of now, I think that I have a beeswax allergy, but I'm gonna do some patch testing.
I did a. I don't know if we talked about this last time. I'm allergic to peanuts.
You are?
Yeah, and so my sister, who's a nurse, did not believe me, so she brought home like one of those skin tests.
Yeah.
To check, and so
Yeah.
she drew a little circle and
Yeah.
said, if it bubbles in the circle,
Yeah.
you're allergic. Bubbled all down my arm.
Have you always been allergic to peanuts?
No, he started at like 9.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it
Wow,
was
that's
very
weird.
Yeah, very weird.
That
I used to
is
eat
strange.
Peanut butter jelly sandwiches every day when I was a kid, and then
Maybe
one
you
day,
OD'd.
yeah. I mean,
Wait a minute. Can
it's
you
like a
eat?
chia seed thing.
Can you eat other nuts?
Every other nut except for peanuts.
No. So you can do any other nut.
Any other?
Weren't
nut.
you scared to try others?
Well, no, because you had already been.
Yeah,
having
I'm worried about because I have a bad peanut allergy. Like if it's in the room,
Do you have an EpiPen?
I do.
Okay.
On
And
you
when
right
I'm
now?
No, it's in the car. But I
Halston, I'm
I'll
craving
call.
some peanuts.
But if I'm in the room,
Yeah.
my throat starts closing up already. I can feel it immediately. So
But so, like, when you go to the grocery store and you're in the peanut aisle.
it's all like very packaged.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like those. But yeah, Thai
The
restaurants.
bulk.
I know. Can't even step into a Thai restaurant.
Whoa.
Because there's so much.
Oh
peanuts.
God, that covered in nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you like Thai food?
I can't eat it.
Oh,
I
because
don't even fuck with the non-peanut
yeah.
stuff because the kitchen is just all peanuts.
is there any hope that this might go away at some point?
Well, my sister, again, who's the nurse,
Yeah.
really wants me to put me through this experimental thing where they give you little doses.
And to increase your tolerance. Interesting.
Yeah, but I'm like, if I would do it just to like make it not a problem anymore, but I don't miss peanuts.
When's the last time
No,
I ate
you
a
don't
peanut?
miss
I know. I don't miss peanut butter.
No. I could fully live without peanuts. The fear is that you're going to have something you don't know is in there. That
Correct.
would be
Exactly.
That's a little daunting.
Yeah.
No beeswax.
No beeswax.
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
There's like 42 different seed oils.
What made you think you might be allergic? Did you like get a rash?
Oh, well, we've dedicated a few episodes to it. I had a crazy chin rash, like contact it looked, I mean, I guess it was allergic dermatitis.
Yeah, it was like
it wouldn't go away. It didn't go away for 2 months because I kept putting on, chapstick and like creams with beeswax in it. So I just continued to irritate myself for 2 months until I realized, that's it. And then after I removed that from the equation, it still took another 8 weeks to go away.
Your hands look young.
They really just like, it's like, what the hell's going on here? This is a miracle.
After our last episode,
yeah,
I went to Sephora and found the gayest man.
Yeah.
Just pulled up without saying anything, just pulled the phone and said, fix this.
Yeah.
It's like, what can you do?
Was it Kottie's face?
It was mine. I was like, what is this? And he was like, I thought he would be like, oh no, you're cute. Don't even worry about it.
Was it from the podcast?
And he just goes, let's start with concealer. I was like,
stop it.
So I got some.
You look amazing today.
Shout out to Peter at the Sephora Culver City because I
wait, concealer. What was the brand?
I have no idea.
Are you wearing it now?
So you wear makeup now?
You look great.
I'm wearing it now. Yeah.
You
and
look
I feel
well
great.
rested.
Thank you. The photograph's better.
Okay, you guys. So yesterday, somebody rear-ended me on the freeway.
What?
Oh,
What car were you in?
Sweet shot.
Sweet shot.
that one out there?
Yeah. My youngest named it Sweet Shot.
So
That's
how bad was it?
So, okay, so going south 101, stop and go, kind of by Hollywood,
Yeah.
1 o'clock,
Yeah.
1 a.m., no, just kidding, 1 p.m. And stop and go. And I came to a stop and, it's just like always so jarring when that happens. And all of a sudden it's like, boosh. And I was,
God.
and it just shakes you in this way. Regardless of if you hit someone or someone hits you, it's this crazy rush of adrenaline. Like I was like, am I on cocaine? Like I'm like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought it felt so hard. I thought I was gonna get out and the back would be totaled. Like and my initial thought was, okay, my car's gonna be in the shop for 2 months or whatever,
Isn't it crazy how that's like in the 30 seconds? It's like, God, I have to figure out travel. Like that's your thought.
And then not to mention, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to my neck and my back and blah, 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 blah. So then
I'm glad if I had a nickel.
So then we're stopped in the fast lane. I kind of was confused about what the protocol would be there because I'm like, we're not like going to get all the way over. We're in the fast lane. So I open the car door and she opens the car door and I look at the car. And first glance really doesn't look like much happened. It's a testament to my car, actually.
It's amazing.
I know.
She was in a Kia.
She was probably like, "Are you kidding me, Sweet Shot?"
If I was in a Kia behind a nice car, I change lanes. I won't even risk it.
So do I.
Won't even.
I will not
risk
drive
it.
behind a Bentley.
Nope.
Whenever I see that, I'm like, "See ya."
Yep.
Yeah. I guess it's better than if you got hit on the freeway and everybody's going full blast.
Oh,
I mean,
1000%.
but it wasn't enough to push me far enough, probably pushed me a little forward, but I had enough room between me and the car in front of me. So I get out, I don't see much, but I'm also just tweaky and I'm like, okay, give me your info. Let's do it. And then I'll assess later kind of vibe. What do you do? I mean, so then this douche, like 2 cars back is like, pull over to the other side. And I'm like, it's been 30 seconds and we're stopped in the fast lane.
You're right. Ugh.
So
I'd be don't get me started.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
but I was so, you're in no state of mind when this happens. You're in no state of mind to like do the right thing. And I also think, you're like, did I do this? Did I got to get this? And I think the DMV should issue a separate driver's license. Hear me out. In the event of an accident with your driver's license number, all the information, but not your home address.
yes, agreed.
I agree, right? Because this woman, she's like 60s. I knock on wood, she didn't seem like a threat. But just think about somebody disgruntled. Think about if you hit somebody and they're mad and they're going to come retaliate later. So I don't know. I know it's crazy.
I don't want people having
It's good that you also got. So when you got out of the car, she was like, "Oh, it was my fault. I'm sorry." Like because sometimes
she didn't say sorry.
Okay, because sometimes when someone will rear end you, they'll come out so hot, just being like, "You were shopped," like trying to make it your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's not really a gray area when someone rear ends you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you have to stop really abruptly and that stop and go.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't. It wasn't like that. Where you're like, I hope the person behind me stops. It was fully a chill stop for me.
You
and
never
all of a sudden,
you never say, I'm sorry. You say, are you okay?
Yes, that's
no. She didn't.
Never admit
if you
guilt,
say it,
but you
you
go.
admit
She didn't
"Are you
say.
okay?"
Right.
She wasn't rude. She wasn't overly nice. She
Okay.
didn't say, I'm sorry. She didn't say, are you okay? It was just like,
It's rude.
it was just kind of like,
Tequila,
I know,
that's
right?
It's rude in and of itself.
I think if it's a gray area and you feel like maybe, I don't think you have to apologize. I
No,
think you
I
just
never do.
exchange
just
info.
no matter what, don't apologize. That's a good call.
I mean, I just think you do what you have to do and then you move on. So anyway,
there's no gray area in rear-ending
Yeah.
someone.
No,
Like,
there isn't.
There isn't. Like I rear-ended
Yeah.
someone
There isn't.
before I had kids,
Yeah.
and then like I was on my phone, like I wasn't paying attention,
Yeah.
and it was on Olympic, and I slammed her,
oh, you
Yeah.
did.
and there was damage on my car, but not hers. And
Yeah.
then the first thing I look up, and there's like 5 of those like sticker things that are like baby on board,
Oh.
and I was like,
No.
oh my god, does she run a daycare? Like what's going on in that car?
There's like 6 kids.
Yeah,
6
it was like
babies on board.
baby on board, baby on
Oh my
board. And
God.
she got out and I was like, oh my God, are there any kids in your car? She's like, no. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no gray area.
Yeah.
Was she injured or no?
No, she was totally
Yeah.
fine.
And you hit her pretty hard?
Yeah.
She was stopped?
Yeah.
I almost, this is going to sound crazy, would prefer to rear end someone if I'm going to hit them. Not hard, of course. Just so there's, what kills me, like that, there was like a little accident that I had in a parking lot a year and a half ago. And I sort of brushed this other person, but I feel like it was because she came up around me in like an annoying way, which just pissed me off. Because I think it's like 50-50 or maybe it's her
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
I would rather be like, I hit you, like,
Yeah.
Wait, question I was just talking about though.
yeah.
Do you have to have, if you're driving someone else's car, say you don't have a car,
Yeah.
but you're driving someone else's, do you have to have car insurance?
Part of my insurance is other driver coverage.
Yes.
So like if another driver is in my car, using my car, they're
Shit,
covered.
I don't know if I have that.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. So say there's an uninsured driver driving your car. They're automatically covered?
Because they're using my car. Yeah.
I think so. And it wouldn't be like you can't, like in theory, if you were driving that car all the time, you're not technically insured unless you're like specifically on that. But if you were like, say you were visiting me from out of town and you drove my car, I'm pretty sure you'd be insured under my policy because you just drove it once.
Because it's the car that's insured, not the person. Like if they don't have a license, that's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
It-
I
I'm not
read,
sure.
I Googled it and it was like, it is illegal to drive any car if you don't personally have car insurance, auto insurance.
That's crazy.
Should we
I was
call
like,
my
is that-
insurance guy?
Because there are people who just don't have cars, who need to rent a. I'm like,
That
if
have a
you rental
license. That
car-
have a
yeah.
license.
Yeah.
I believe that
Hmm.
if you were using his car all the time, then you'd have to like specify. But if you were just drove it once, I mean, it would be included under his. Not that I want to be hit or hit anybody, but it really and it this could have been. Thank goodness it wasn't more serious. But it really does make you go, oh my gosh, wow! I can't check my phone. I got to be on guard. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. Like I'm like it, that I'm safe, and it really is like the silver lining is that it reminds you how scary and how careful you have to
Yeah.
be. And I mean, and that you're not in control of everyone else driving either.
Yeah.
So anyway, doesn't appear to be a lot of damage in case you're wondering. But she hit me. Like, and so the bumper's a little bent, but I mean, I don't know. I filed a claim just so like I can
you have
file the
to.
claim.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hit.
You have to.
You
Yeah.
should pour hot water and a plunger on it.
Oh, it's like not, I literally have to show you. It's
I mean,
the
I walked by it, I
craziest
didn't
thing.
think-
It's the craziest thing. Like I was
And I
like,
always
oh,
check out your
my,
car because your car's so sexy. It's
whoop, whoop.
so
Thank
sexy. I'm not
you.
a car person. So sexy.
You're not even a car person?
No.
Oh, I
No.
mean, I didn't know I was a yellow car person until I saw that one. I was like, I like, yes.
If I again,
to pick me
just
up.
to drive it home,
Yeah.
if I was behind a gorgeous yellow,
Yeah.
See ya. Next
Bye.
lane. Bye.
I'd exit.
Yeah.
Wait till you're 10
Yeah.
miles ahead of me and then come back on the street because I'm not touching
Or even
that.
if I see a car with paper plates, I'm like, see you later.
Exactly.
Paper plate. Oh, like new?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, bye.
Okay, wait, I looked this up. It says whether you are insured if you drive someone else's car depends on the policy and the circumstances of the accident.
Mm.
If you're listed on the policy, on the owner's policy, you're covered when driving the car, obviously. If you're listed as an excluded driver, you won't be, clearly. If you have permission to drive the car, you're considered permissive use and you're probably covered.
Wait, you can be listed as an excluded driver?
Yes, if you get a DUI.
Yes.
Like my insurance would drop if like my spouse had a DUI or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So it says it specifies a claim varying state laws and insurance carrier. But yeah, like my nanny used to drive our minivan, and I didn't have her specifically included on our policy. She had a policy, we had a policy, which luckily all was well. Now I have Gabby listed, which is good. But when I was interviewing new nannies, there was this one girl who was like, yes, my driving record's good, whatever. And I had never run anybody's driving record. I had a couple years ago was looking for a new nanny.
Is it easy?
Your insurance guy can do it.
Great.
So he called me and he goes, not only can we not insure her, now that you've told me she might work for you, we will specifically exclude her from your entire policy.
Oh, wow.
She had like the craziest driving record. She's like, they can drive in my car. I have good insurance. I was like, oh, sorry.
Well, good thing you did that.
I know.
I haven't done that.
I never did it. And then my nanny now, like, like perfect, whatever.
Yeah,
so she's included, and it's like, it's just such peace of mind.
Oh.
I need to get on this.
Yeah.
I need to get on this, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
Yesterday, speaking of paper license plates.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was at work, and the way my work garage works, there's so many cars that they have to hire a valet company to valet you guys and tandem park you.
Mm-hmm.
So I get back to my car 5 p.m. I have a 6 o'clock dinner, kind of rushing. I get to my car, and I'm like, I'm in this car. Move the car in front of me. The car in front of me, it's a nice car, paper plate. They can't find the key. They cannot find the key. And so they call the guy.
Like,
call the guy whose car it is, and they're like, did you give us the key? And he's like, yeah, I gave you the key. So I'm stuck for 45 minutes in the Amazon parking garage.
No.
Because they can't find the key of the car that
How'd they end up finding it? It was in someone's pocket.
Someone's pocket.
One of the
One of the
valet.
valet guy's pockets.
That would be the first thing I'd go, everyone check their pockets.
Yeah.
It's a shakedown.
How did you not think of that?
Well, apparently they rotate shifts. So like the person who's on the 5th floor works on the 5th floor from like 12 to 4.
Oh.
And so
Wait,
it's
what do you mean
really
Amazon
stupid.
parking lot? Where is this?
It's the Amazon offices.
Oh, where
And
is that?
So
He's a
Culver
driver.
City.
Oh, Culver City. That's why you wanted to go to the loading dock.
Exactly. It's like with the packages.
You're like certain people with vests go
So
around
I was
back.
like, if it was like, again, like a Bloomingdale's parking lot, I'd be like, give me a gift card. Like,
That's
you know
what
I mean?
you demand. You're
Give
like,
me something.
Yeah.
This is my time. I was late for dinner, all that stuff.
and the valet's like, sir, we don't work for
I know,
Bloomingdale's.
exactly. They're like,
No,
what
but
can we do?
I would need some sort of compensation
That's
for
how
the
I
waste of
felt,
40 minutes.
But it's so weird because it's like,
Well, who do you
it's
what do you
like
ask
work.
for?
Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just unfortunate.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Wow.
I'm
That would gotta eat shit and
so- I
smile.
was
Were
so
you
pissed.
enraged?
I was. I
Yeah.
almost called an Uber and I was like, I'll just come back tomorrow.
Oh, why
Yeah,
did you do
that-
that?
I was
There's
just gonna
so
say,
many
I
reasonable
know,
solutions to this
I know,
problem.
Yeah,
you
you just
sat
wanted
there
to
like a
yeah,
dumb.
I
you
did.
wanted to just
I did. I like,
be
no,
tortured.
you know, even worse, I answered emails.
Okay, well,
Ugh.
that's your own
After
fault.
hours?
I know. Because I had nothing to do. I was like, I had hoped that they would find it. And it just kept.
You're
time
like,
kept
I'm not
going.
going to help find a solution. Let me know when all of you check your pants.
Ding, 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 ding.
But it was wild. Because I've never had that happen like in a situation where.
Now you're going to be scared to be parked tandem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Ugh, I'm always scared.
Okay, last car related thing I'll say, because just, I don't know, this week I've been really, I don't know, I guess thinking of the car things. So do you find it rude when somebody is driving in front of you on a street and decides to clean their windshield and all of the water sprays on you?
Yeah, it's always rude. Don't
How
do
rude
that
is
while
it?
driving. You cannot do that while driving. Do it when you stop.
What? And somebody's far enough away from you when you're stopped. Even when you're stopped,
Even when
when you're
it's fine,
stopped,
fine.
I pass. I
Yeah.
give you a pass.
Yeah.
When you're driving and you're doing it, and it's like,
And it's
how rude
the
is that?
Dirtiest.
It's the same as
water
when
you've ever
like
seen.
a lawn guy blows all the stuff and you're
At
like,
you,
I have a black car. Now I don't.
right?
Yeah.
It is etiquette. It is known etiquette that you should not do that. And still,
People do it all the time.
You know what? I do it all the time, but now I'm not going to do it anymore because I never thought about it.
I'll come for you, Ryan.
Thank you.
It's like little driplets everywhere.
I know it's like, and it's like the blackest water you've
No,
ever
You
seen.
gotta
Just
wait.
like,
You gotta
You
wait.
gotta
be
wait.
stopped.
And then
Okay, you know what? I'll do that.
Okay.
Good.
just, I tried to trade in my car last week. I told you.
Oh yeah. How'd it go?
It's a no-go.
Why?
Because the value,
you were trying to go lower.
the value of Wagoneers has tanked in the last year because no one bought them besides us.
Yeah. Well, and my friend Ashley actually has one. I see a lot of them on the road, but that's true because our lease is up in April, and we were like, we'll just get another one. But the lease prices are so much higher now because the residual is so much lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when we got ours, they were brand new, and they had put the residual really high, so which makes the lease payment lower.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But they would let you out of it if you wanted to upgrade or sign on longer. What were you trying to do?
No, not. I mean, okay. So I was trying to get out and get into the electric, which I didn't know how much time I had left in my lease. But I was like, if I'm stuck in this car for another 2 years,
Nobody loves that car.
no,
The Jeep Wagoneer.
No? It sounds, I don't.
it's not bad.
I
but
like
it's
being
just-
driven in it. I don't like
Sounds-
driving.
sounds-
it.
I don't mind driving it, but it's just like
It looks
the
burly.
woman at
It's burly.
Yeah.
It's a
there's
nice
our car right there.
to be a passenger in it.
So I took it and I was like, wait, how do I still have this much left? They're like, the value of these cars is tanked. Like, we're not selling them. You know,
I wonder why.
I think there's so many problems with it.
Really? I've had no problems.
You,
It
some
looks
people
so-
have no.
It just looks so sturdy.
It
looks-
is. What problems have
no,
you had?
battery
Oh.
issues, batteries and sensors and
Oh,
stuff
there
like
it
that.
is.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There it is.
Yeah, electrical issues that they cannot figure out why. So I'm a week
Oh my
short.
gosh. I've had.
So there has been so many lemon law cases with Jeep that they're overwhelmed, I guess.
Oh.
So they don't even process it. Like, they're not going to like fight it.
What are they doing?
If your car's been in the shop for over 30 days with them, you can contact corporate and they'll buy you out.
Oh.
Well, why don't you do that?
Because now I haven't had a damn issue with the car.
Yeah.
And
When's
I'm
your-
a week
Yeah.
short.
When's your lease up?
14 months.
Mm.
Oh, you mean you're a week short of the 30 days?
Yes.
Mm.
14 months isn't that bad.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Well, I was like, saw a deal. It was like $4.99 a month for the electric. And I'm like, it's much smaller, but $4.99 a month?
Yeah.
You're saving like a lot of money every month.
Yeah.
And then it turned out being like $100 less. And they're like, but you'd be in the electric car for 4 years. I'm like, kill me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in anything for 4 years.
Well, also,
No, I get sick of
especially with
stuff.
electric cars, the technology
It,
is so
It's-
fast
yeah.
that by
no,
2
thank you.
years in, it's going to be outdated.
The car was nice, but I wasn't in love with the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
There's some cars I'd go 4 years, done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. It's so fun to change
Like a
cars,
clay
though.
colored Cayenne, done. Put me in it 4 years, I'm good. Bury me in the car.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, just put flowers on the windshield. I'm good. But like that electric
Return to the
Wagoneer,
earth.
no,
Yeah.
no, like
It's your
And it's
casket
electric.
also.
Your Wagoneer is electric?
no.
Oh.
It's a gas guzzler.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're
But
like,
but what's weird is
good news. It's 14 months, so we'll see you back here. I was like, no. You don't understand the exercise. Like, it's now or never. Like, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna return to Jeep ever again. They're like, are you open to a Wrangler? And I'm like, no.
No.
Like,
Wait,
let me get my car seats
I know,
out
seriously.
to get in the caged car.
What's
Like,
weird is
no.
it is a gas guzzler, major gas guzzler. What's weird is the electric Wagoneer is the size of a Cherokee.
if that, it's smaller than a Laredo.
We looked at the electric
Yeah.
Cadillac last weekend.
Oh, I mean, come on.
I
Amazing.
mean, that thing is luxe.
Oh, good. They know I have no idea what these things are. So
Okay,
they're pulling them up.
electric.
Thank you.
No, electric. Okay.
You know what's funny about
Electric
this?
Escalade.
If you go to this picture of the Wagoneer, it looks slick and like cool. And then you show
Here?
up in person and it's like a RAV4, like it's tiny.
It's
it looks
so
like
small.
someone shrunk a
You get in
one of
and
those black
it's like a
cars.
hatchback.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
like, oh, honey, I shrunk the Wagoneer.
Yeah.
Like it looks so cool and futuristic. And then you're like, oh, hi. Like that one's got lifts on
It's
the
like this big.
wheels or
Yeah.
something because it's not that
Ugh.
big.
I just
And the one I
like-
was going to buy had that red interior.
I like the idea of like the Escalade looks smaller weirdly, but it's even bigger than the
that
than the
Wagoneer
gas
looks like
one.
Someone shrunk an
Look
Escalade.
at that.
It's gorgeous.
Mhm.
It's just so expensive. And as a third car that my nanny's going to be driving,
No. Get that
No,
one, the
not
open
that.
roof.
that's a kid. That's for a kid. Okay.
That's mine.
I think that's mine. I think you need to go back
You
to
would
a
look hot in
minivan.
that
I think so.
minivan.
Give me a yellow
I
and
know.
it's it.
It's so easy.
I need the captain seats. That's what I need. The minivan. Ugh. God, I don't know.
I can't.
Okay, and then did anyone also see that Gayle King is going to space?
Okay.
and
Okay.
Katy Perry.
I talked about this with Mike this morning. Because there's
She looked terrified when she
I-
announced it yesterday.
I said to him, I go, I can't believe she's doing this. He was like, why? I go, because she has like a newborn, not a newborn, but she has a young kid. He was like, I know, but you need to show your kids you're brave and that it's safe. And I was like, but we don't know that.
We don't. And
like,
also,
that's
why?
not a risk I'm
Also,
willing
Why
to
do you need to
take.
show their kids that? Because the kids are going to space. Like,
and then I said to Ron, like with all women, like there should be at least one man on board. He's like, why? Like it just seems like they would know. Like I would want one man on board.
That's how I
just in
feel
case.
about like getting on a flight. I'm like, we've got female pilots.
the thing about Katy
I
Perry,
clearly see that.
let's just
exactly.
let's just leave her there.
Right?
No.
No, I don't. I'm
love
not
her.
like I'm not.
Who else is
against
going?
her, so into her. So Lauren Sanchez. One of these is like an aviation or like an aero.
Thank God
aero
someone knows what
something.
they're doing.
But literally on the morning show, when she announced it, all her co-hosts were speaking to her like it was almost like a eulogy. They're like, we knew somebody, not new, but they're like, we know someone going to space. We're very proud. It was like, and they were like buttering her up, like almost like she was never coming back.
Like, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah.
Wait,
While
when
you're in
do they
space.
go to space?
She's like, I thought Oprah
Gayle-
would tell me no, but
Gayle
Oprah
King
wants me
needs
to.
sue whoever picked that photo for that.
Which one?
The one. Wait, go back to that. She needs to find and kill whoever picked that fucking
Katie
photo.
looks scared in that photo too.
Next to those other five
That girl-
women.
The
that
girl
is-
below her clearly knows. Like,
I'm into
space.
the one below.
She's
And
like-
I'm also into the one with the braid. She looks
Yeah.
like
Oh,
she has
yeah.
a mission.
The three below are like, we'll take care of this mission. The three
Find and
above-
kill. She really does.
Gail's like, I'll go.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, but she seems terrified, which I mean, if she wasn't, I would be worried, actually.
I
I
can't-
don't even take flights anymore because I'm like, the risk, it's such a selfish risk to my kids.
you can't fuck
Let
with
alone
space.
go to space.
Great,
Space
I'm
is
going to
so-
Hawaii.
No,
Space is
we've
so
talked about this.
scary.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
But so it's a rocket. Is this actually
Yes,
this is
it.
Okay, so but it's not like you're an astronaut, right?
I wanted to call it Blue Lagoon.
First human flight. Okay. But you're not going deep into space. Like you're just at that border, right?
Yeah, where
Above
you,
the
like,
atmosphere.
Just go past the atmosphere. To
What is that
qualify as
line
space.
called?
I don't know.
Isn't there an
It's the glass ceiling.
That's the one that Jeff Bezos went.
Yes.
just crossed
He
that
owns
line.
this.
yeah. Blue Horizon or Blue Mercury. What's it
also-
called?
Look at her. She's gonna like run, you guys. I
The
don't think she wants to do
feeling
it.
of space of going into space. You're not like on a plane. It's not like the feeling
No.
of space isn't fun. It's like
I would be on
G-forces you,
benzos
and
the
you
rest
get-
of my
yeah,
life.
you get that's why they do
That's
that.
what I mean.
They do that thing that
Blue
spins
Origin.
you. It's to make you like, and you have to like be in. You have to be like healthy. Like it's not fun.
Why
to
are
go to space.
why?
62 miles above Earth.
But
The Kármán
why?
line.
The Kármán line.
The Kármán line. Oh, that's
the spot
what it
that
is.
separates the planet's atmosphere from space. So you're not even going to see stars.
No.
And then you don't know where you're landing. You're landing
How long are they gone?
5 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
They like
It's literally
they just,
5 minutes.
Cross the thing and then come back.
And come
No
back.
way.
I swear to God.
It's 5 minutes?
Yes.
You
didn't
guys.
watch Shatner and Bezos do it?
No.
Oh, I did.
They
Did you
weren't like
watch it?
float. They weren't like
Yeah.
floating.
Of course.
I
Were
don't
they
think
floating?
can even float yet.
No,
Oh.
you don't even float. You go up and then you stop and then it releases and you fall and it's a parachute and you land in the ocean. No, actually, it landed on the ground, I want to say.
Oh.
You land in the ocean
Yeah, it detaches from the rocket
and they retrieve you?
and you land.
Like,
and
are
then-
you in the right city?
I don't know
I
where
don't
you
even
land.
know how you even.
I need to know where I'm landing.
That's what
Yeah.
I asked Duran. I said, do they have to drop weight like how rockets
Yes.
do?
I think they do.
Oh.
I watched it. I woke up to watch this one.
You guys, nothing
Shatner.
sounds less appealing to me. Nothing.
It's so
I would be on Hollywood Boulevard every damn day.
no.
instead of
I'd be
having
like,
to
what's
do-
the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Diddly-dee-dee, diddly-dee-dee.
It's like fuck my kids. I just don't want to go to space.
I would have so much gusto.
Everyone's dead, but I'm still dancing.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
It's not fun. It's
it really doesn't
and
look fun.
Also,
So
I mean,
yes, I
please
believe
make it
I
look
believe
less
the
like a
bottom
penis.
comes off.
Like my
Seriously.
god.
Dicks. Big dicks.
That is
Like-
the most penis-looking thing. I've seen a lot of penises in my life, and that is the most.
So
Look at
what
that.
happens? This is the launch.
It looks like what is it called? The Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah.
penis
Yes.
Yeah.
spaceship.
How are
Oh my
they
God.
all like? They're just like.
I think they're
Where are they
sitting
sitting?
like at the top. Okay, now watch. They literally
Okay,
are
this
back
is-
down on
this is
Earth in
amazing.
5 minutes.
So what's the point of it?
That's like a carnival ride.
Yeah.
Ugh. And what, the whole time you're just
See?
like you can't even
So
talk.
that's
you
how
can't
high
even,
they
like,
get. No.
I would be so freaked out.
I don't even like taking off like commercial
Yeah.
plane.
Ugh.
Oh, 0G. So you get to 0G?
So,
Like that's what you see. BFD, look into the microwave.
Right, seriously.
Oh, no,
watch
I thought-
Interstellar.
No,
Oh,
you-
look, they are floating.
No, you see
Look at Shatner.
you see the Earth.
He's just like,
Shatner's like, pressure in head.
He's like, I played an astronaut on TV.
I know.
Oh, look at this. This is kind of cool.
The Shatner of it all is sort of funny.
He's
Oh my
like,
God,
what's
he's
happening?
so-
It's
he's
like
so
Ryan's
angry.
podcast angle.
Oh,
crying.
my God.
Shatner's
Is
face.
Shatner upside down right now?
Shatner's face.
Oh,
Look at him. He's like, I'm still buckled. Okay, now they're coming down.
This landing looks
Oh, no. So
sus.
nothing detached. The top detached.
Yeah, the little
The
penis
top
head.
detached. And it landed right
Oh.
on the spot. Can you believe that? That's what fascinated me the most about that landing.
Whoa.
How did they determine that they were going to land on that bullseye?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's obviously some sort of, navigating pilot device. I mean, they can steer it.
Oh.
Oh.
No, that's them.
Wait, that's them.
That's them.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. They did land on the ground. Oof.
Wait,
Oof. Yeah, they landed.
that looks like being worse than being rear-ended.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
So,
So wait, the bottom part lands by itself with no one in
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's just like,
And then the top. Okay, that's kind of cool.
okay, fine.
That's kind of cool.
We're going to space.
Fine, I'll go
And look, they
space.
just get off. Like Shatner's like, what just
Shatner's
happened?
not okay.
He's like, ow.
'Cause when-
Ow.
yeah,
You guys, that landing looked
it looked
really
rough.
hard.
Is that Lauren Sanchez? Is she hugging
Probably.
Shatner?
probably.
So weird.
Wouldn't you?
And were they buckled in when they had to have been buckled in? They weren't still floating in the air when
Well,
they
they
landed.
had for takeoff.
Guys, I just
It's just a lot.
I'm not convinced
It's-
that William Shatner enjoyed this. He's just
Either.
like,
His face.
That was wild. Okay.
Wow. That a lot of news, a lot of interesting news happening.
Crikey. All right.
And last thing, did you guys see that the fire chief was removed?
Oh my God, I did. She was killed?
No, they
No,
took her
they took her
off
off.
as chief.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. And does she not look like the Handmaid's Tale lady?
she does. Also, I mean, the
Right?
way that she couldn't even, I would have fired her, but just because she didn't pronounce Cowboy Carter correctly at the Grammys.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't. That was her. She looks
Oh,
like
wait,
the
maybe
one.
that wasn't her.
Was it not
I'm
her?
might have been a
confused.
different
Why'd they
woman.
take her out?
You guys, does she not look like the Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, she
does.
totally
She
does.
What was her name? Mother Mary or something? Something.
Mother Mary.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Gotcha.
God,
Oh my gosh.
You guys, they're the same person.
I love
Aunt
Van
Lydia.
Dowd.
I don't
love
actually
Van Dowd.
know. I'm assuming that there's obviously liability, and she's unable to, answer to all the mishap things that happened in all the
Yeah.
fires. I mean, that's what I would venture to say.
Wait, can I tell a story before
Yes.
we go? And I would
Yeah.
love to get your opinion on it.
Yeah.
So we were at an event. This is a major pivot. This is major digression.
Okay.
So I was at an event the other day it was a premiere of a show. And we had the normal carpet with about 10 photographers. And one of our house photographer found an SD card on the floor. And so she didn't know whose it was. So she asked every photographer there, all 10, is this yours? Is this yours? Did you drop it? They all said no. And it was like on the carpet where it was dropped. So then she went backstage into our green room and she put it in her camera to check whose photos it was. And it was 50 to 60 photos of just like boudoir, head to toe, nude woman photo shoot. Like in...
Anyone famous?
No, but it was obviously like very produced,
Yeah.
Like
like a
Boudoir.
reel. And we
Yeah.
were just like, like I haven't seen that in a very long time.
Or
it was just
ever.
like, I know. It
Do
was
we
like the
think-
most,
they wanted it to be found?
I have no
that's a
idea.
good
So
idea.
it was a big mystery. We were asking everybody the entire night, did you drop a SD card?
Think about it.
Um,
On a red carpet.
I know.
That's a good idea. I'd be like, Tasteful nudes.
Whoops.
Wow.
How crazy, how mortified would you be if
really.
the person who you obviously paid a lot
Oh, yes.
to
If
do
it wasn't
your boudoir
planted.
photos.
Yes.
Whoa, I have so many
lost your-
questions.
I know, lost your SD card. And I thought maybe whoever dropped it knew what was on it, so didn't want to own up to it, or like,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Isn't that wild?
What do you
Like-
mean?
They were like, oh, is this your card? And he knew it was, and he didn't want to be like, if you had seen what was on it already, you don't want to be like, oh, that was mine. And you're like, oh, now that guy is that kind of photographer. But they were like,
That's strange circumstances.
like, graphic.
Really?
Like, yeah.
And it was a woman?
It was a woman.
Thank
But
God.
produced.
With her like
Produced.
hefty nats out. Yeah.
Her what?
Her hefty nats.
What are
Her
those?
hefty naturals.
Oh. I think you said her hefty nuts. And I was like, what? I was like, well, wait a minute. This took a
wasn't
very
even gonna
weird
ask.
turn. I was like,
If
what?
you knew what it was, I wasn't even going to ask. I'm like,
God.
yes.
You were like, hefty nuts.
Her hefty nats.
I knew both of us. We were both like, what?
How
Hefty gnats is so bad. As I grab mine.
you never heard that before?
No.
We're like, look at that girl swinging around her hefty nats.
No. I don't think I'm going to recover.
Oh my.
I think I'm going to lose weight so no one ever says it about me. I never want to have hefty nuts.
But like you see like someone running and you're like, that poor girl with her hefty nats just
This is
weighing
what
her
you
down.
men say about butt.
Yeah, no, I've never heard it.
Never heard
And I hope I never hear it again.
I know.
You're going to use it now. Because you're going to see that, but you're going to be like,
yeah.
you're going to see somebody and be like, oh.
Oh my
Those are
God.
hefty
I
gnats.
can't. All right.
Thanks
Don't worry
for coming
about
back.
You have to look at, do hefty naturals. You have to do hefty
Hefty
naturals.
naturals. I can't. Let's.
It's,
Image search. No, see?
no. It's, nope.
It's
a
like
term.
It's
a term.
sod and seed. Oh my God.
Urban Dictionary.
There we go. Yes.
See? Oh, yeah. Are real big.
Hefty naturals too.
Wow.
Anyways,
Her hefty nats.
On that note,
we never found her.
Oh,
We never found her.
that's so sad. So
I
do you
know.
have the card still?
We have it in our
possession.
possession.
Ugh.
I know.
Did you
Anyways.
image search her face?
Like
Good idea.
like face recognition.
Yeah.
Recognition.
Or hefty nat
Good.
recognition?
No. Hefty nat recognition. That's a good idea. I'll do that.
Do it.
Yep.
I'd be curious to know.
I'll come back and let you know who it
You're
was.
like,
Maybe
found
she had
your
something to
ring.
do with
Just
Morgan
kidding.
Freeman.
Oy, oy, oy.
Don't worry about it.